Good evening, beautiful souls. Welcome to Aligned to Divine. I'm Tamara, and welcome to another Friday night of fabulous free readings. I have started a couple of minutes early this evening. So if you are watching this, you are watching the replay. If you're seeing this, you're watching the replay. So put a hashtag replay in. Oh my goodness, a hashtag replay in the comments to let me know that you're here. You can you can watch the whole live stream the whole way through, or if you're looking for a specific message for you, you can just close your eyes and toggle along the bottom until you feel called to stop, and wherever you stop is the message that you are supposed to receive today. And for the rest of you who are here with me live, thank you so much for joining me live. I would like to, I'm just going to actually share this out into a couple of places before I start talking, see who's around. Let's see. Hi, Belinda. Sorry, just give me 2 seconds. See if we can read that. Okay, sharing out. Okay. Hi, Bianca. Welcome. Thank you for joining me this evening. I'm just sharing this out. I'm just going to do all the things that are going to take some attention. Hi, Jeanette. And then we'll get into it. Sorry, my screen's behind my phone, so I have to move to see what I'm doing. All right, let's see. So thank you all for your beautiful kind words and your well wishes last week. My most humblest apologies for not being able to go live. I was quite unwell. It was a cold or some form of flu-y kind of thing, which completely wiped me. So yes, I am definitely feeling better now. Okay. Oops. It was so unusual not going live on a Friday night. It was so weird. So yeah, I decided last week that I was going to do another 3-day water fast because I felt so good after my last one. And I was 2 days in, and for that whole 2 days, I had this headache, this persistent headache that was behind my eyes. I think either I was not hydrated enough going into it, or I don't know, multiple factors. Maybe I was already run down. So the headache was with me for a good couple of days. Um, to the point where I decided I was going to stop fasting early, and and then and then the headache persisted for another day, um, and what was that, Thursday? I woke up with a sore throat and runny nose, and um, I was not well all day Thursday. And woke up Friday and I was like, oh, I'm feeling better. My nose is not, when your nose runs so much that it just like it drips. It was so yucky. Um, and yeah, I woke up on Friday and I was okay. I feel pretty good. I'll put it out there into the world that I'm going to be live streaming, and we'll see how we go. And yes, the day went on. I just crashed and burned. Um, yeah, and I was slept for the whole weekend pretty much. Um, was just yeah, very congested. Yeah, so that's me. I'm feeling much better, and that's why I didn't live stream on Friday night. And I was gonna wait and see how I felt and whether I would do one at a later date. But by the time that came about, it was Thursday, and I thought, well, I might as well just leave it now. Don't want to do 2 nights in a row. Um, so yes, thank you very much for everyone um, who wished me well. Uh, Very grateful for your energy and your kind words. Now, and I don't even know what else. I feel like lots of stuff's happened for me, but not just not. Maybe I'm not quite there yet. So yeah, I might have to put the fast on hold for now. Um, Come back to it at a later date. All right, piece of paper. I see it as like an upgrade, an energetic upgrade. Usually, when I do things that shift me energetically, it comes out. That's how my body rids itself of the old um, in the physical way. So, all right. Let me see here. There we go. Comments. All right. I did just put the link in. I'm actually going to do that right now. It just dropped into my head. So I've got my aligned oracle readings available at the moment. I just decided, like right now, usually they're $70, but I'm going to change it right now. And for the rest of the month, they will be $50. So if you'd like an aligned oracle reading, the booking link is in the description of the live stream here. Let's see if that's gonna. Oh, I can't see. All right, I'll make a special note. Don't do it until after the live stream. For some reason, that won't let me. Can't remember my password. Oh, there we go. I do remember my password. That never happens. So let me just do this now while I'm in here. Thank you for bearing with me. I'm committed now. That's what I'm going to do. And then I'll jump into comments and see who's here. I've been watched a movie over the weekend that I absolutely loved, and I wanted to share it with you guys. It's on Netflix, and it's called Voice Messages for Isabel. I think it's something like that. Great movie, great movie. I'm seeing a lot of programs coming out. It's so this movie was the script was written by women, produced by women. I watched Off Campus a couple of weeks ago. Binge watched all 8 episodes in a day. It was it's that kind of show. Again, it's female writers, produced by females. So the male characters are exceptional because they are men written by women. And so if you are a romance, if you're a romance enjoyer like I am, I highly recommend both Off Campus and Voice Messages for Isabel. I think that's what it's called. Okay. Voicemails. There you go. Voicemails for Isabel. Great movie. That talks about, it's not just romantic love. It's about like the sibling love and just love within relationships, within all relationships. I think there is a common thread and a huge focus on love within intimate relationships these days, and there's not enough highlighted on love in all forms, because love is not just intimate relationships. Love is your siblings, and love is your with your parents, and love is for some people, for almost people, right? Love is with your girlfriends, like your best, like your friends, and just all of the people in your life that make your life special. So I know I myself have been guilty of of using the phrase "finding love again" in my single status, and it just made me realize that I'm surrounded by love. I have love in my life, just not the intimate relationship. So, great movie. Oh my goodness. Done. Aligned Oracle readings are now $50 for the rest of June. So if you would like to book in for a private one-on-one reading with me, they're 30 minutes via Zoom. They are exactly what you need in that moment and going forward. And they are so much more than a reading, as you know how I read. So if you are interested, that link is in the comment section here and also in the description of the live stream. Okay, now you have my undevoted attention right here. Let's see comments. Okay, hello Belinda. Hello Bianca. Hello Jeanette. Hello lovely Lisa. I see you are I'm glad that, I'm glad I'm reading a comment and trying to speak at the same time. So you're a bit laid up at the moment. So sending you lots of love and lots of healing energy, and I hope that your recovery is quick and painless as possible. Make sure that you are utilizing your healing skills on your knees as well. Being sick does suck. I would much rather have a runny nose than be vomiting though. I had this conversation with my kids over the weekend. How when I could handle their snot, I could handle all of that sort of stuff, but when it comes to vomit, I just hate, just yuck. So I'm lucky. I consider myself lucky. Hi Trudy, and Kylie. Hello, Junior. All right, so if you guys know of anyone who might like a message tonight, please feel free to tag them in the comments, or share this out to your people as well. All right, anything else I need to do before I start reading? My soul maps are still available, so if you'd like a soul map, just comment map in the comments here and I will send you the link for it. I have scheduled my first breathwork session for Monday morning at 10 a.m. I'll pop that link out in the out into the world in the morning actually. That will be every Monday at 10 a.m. You will need to register if you can't make it, and you know you can't make it but you still want the experience. I will send out replays which will be available for 48 hours after each session. But you will need to register for the event in order to receive the replay. So that will be through the link that I pop out tomorrow. I will have a Facebook group as well, so just fine-tuning details for that. Hi Michelle. All right, got a few names now. As always, I am here. So from now I'll be doing an hour of readings. So I'll be finishing up at 7:15. I will read for as many of you as I can. If you would like to make a donation, I have pinned that link in the comment section here. You can donate as little or as much as you like, and that donation gets you bumped up to the top of the list, so I will read for you next. And that guarantees you a reading as well for the hour that I'm live. So let's jump in. I'm going to start with you, Belinda. Just going to clear. There we go. Okay. I'm well now, thank you. It did take me nearly a week to get over it, so very happy to be feeling much better, and kind of quite rejuvenated as well. These last couple of days I've spent a lot of time just dancing and singing, and I don't know, there is an obvious energy shift for me, noticeable for me. So I'm feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty happy. Okay. All right, Belinda, we are going to start with you this evening. All right. Belinda, we have peace. It says, release the past. There is a more enriching future coming. Let go and let God. Oh, excuse me. It's time to take action. Great passion for a cause, instinctively knowing just what to do. Oh, and the new beginnings card. Nice. Starting a new life, finding your purpose, forgiving and a forgiving and compassionate review of the past. So what it feels like for you, Belinda, is that you've just had enough of the repeating patterns. You've had enough of feeling like you're going 2 steps forward and then 10 steps back, right? And it's I feel like it's igniting a little bit of a fire within you to make the changes that need to be made, that you know have needed to be made for a long time, but you weren't ready. You just weren't ready for it. It's like you've hit this point now, and it's sorry. Oh, excuse me. It's okay for you to do what you need to do. It's okay for you to release those things. For you to change how you show up in the world. It's like not being stuck with the contracts and the vows that you've made with yourself in this life so far, and maybe even in past lives, but more so in this life so far. You know how when something happens and you unconsciously go, well, I'm never going to let that happen again. I'm never going to put myself in that position again. All of those things kind of add up, and it squishes us down into this small version of ourselves, and it means that we miss out on all of these things. We miss out on shining from our true light. We miss out on being just the freedom of ourselves. Yes, I'm over a lot of things. Yeah, and it's like I'm a firm believer that everything that we call in, we create everything in our worlds, good and bad, right? For whatever reason, right? And now it's time for you to create from a space of personal power, of this is what I want. This is what I want my life to look like. This is how I want to show up in the world. So it's this new life, right? It's this new way of being. That's what it is. It's a new way of being. The time is now. It's your middle card. It's the present card. Time is now. So just letting go. Giving yourself permission to not be who you've always been. Giving yourself permission to be someone other than who you've always been. Yeah? Ask your angels for helpful people to lighten your load, working too many hours, trying too hard to please others. Excuse me, we're shifting energy. We're definitely shifting energy. And there's another yawn. Maybe get some rest. Maybe get some rest. So you get to choose. We don't get to dictate how other people see it. We don't get to dictate how other people react, react and respond um, to the changes that we make and how we show up in the world. But we can choose to not allow to not make ourselves responsible for those reactions and responses, right? We can just choose to be responsible for ourselves. And I think that's for you. If you need permission, you have permission. You've always had permission, right? This is your sign to start. If you are not already. All right, thank you very much, Belinda. As always, thank you so much for being here. Too much people pleasing, we put ourselves aside to please people, but we don't actually please anyone. We don't actually please anyone because it's an expectation. A lot of the time it's an expectation and from the other person because it's what you've always done. So, oh yeah, Belinda's going to do that. That's fine. She'll do that. She won't worry about it. She won't say anything. you know. But you're not actually pleasing anyone, and you're especially not pleasing yourself. So if you're going to people please for anyone, people please for yourself. You are the people. Easier said than done. I know that. As a reforming people pleaser myself. And, it comes down to choosing you. It really does. It comes down to choosing you all the time. And, and we're in a society where that is considered selfish, right? But it's actually BS, because when you consider yourself first every time, it just enriches the lives of everyone around you, right? You can add to people's lives in a way that is enriching instead of like the people pleasing. The energy behind that is it's not enriching, right? So yes. And the people pleasing is driven by the fear of rejection or the fear of losing people. And yeah. And a lot of the time, the people that we fear losing are not contributing positively to our world. And we should be surrounding ourselves with people that contribute to us as humans, that make us feel good, that make us want to be our best version of ourselves, right? Okay. Thank you, beautiful Belinda. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. All right, Bianca, are you still here? Go away. Sorry. This little thing over the top of my dots up the top, so I can't actually see who's here, which is very annoying. So, Bianca, if you are here, please put a heart in the comments and I will read for you. We are going to use these ones. I have been tiptoeing back into my deck creation. It's very exciting. Very exciting. Oh, okay. Here's a share. Here's a share for you. Bianca, I know you'll understand this. Lisa, you'll definitely understand this. So I used to work for um, someone. She was my first mentor, and the course that I did, Trust Your Intuition, was really significant for me in the beginning parts of my healing journey. Um, I started with a course with her, and then started working for her, and and I was really passionate about Trust Your Intuition because it had made such a huge impact on my life. And I used to do, while I was working for her, um, I started doing support calls in the Trust Your Intuition group, um, as a way of complementing the course for her. So she would pay me to do support calls with these people. And I was always thinking that I'd been thinking over the last few weeks how I did some of my best work. Right. This is how my brain works, right? I was thinking I did some of my best work in the Trust Your Intuition group support calls, and it's feeling really remorseful because I didn't feel like I was able to do that anymore, because I was supporting in a way that was supportive of the course, the Trust Your Intuition course as well, and Hannah, who created it. Um, and I was really sad because when I used to have access to um, all the support calls in the content library, the reality awareness content library. But since she started doing it differently, teaching it differently, those have gone. And I was really sad that I didn't have a chance to be able to go back over and look at those. And I've been going back through old videos and stuff, live streams and stuff, to collect all of the things the main points of what I teach, um, to create my cards, right? And I opened up my external hard drive and found that I'd actually downloaded all of the support calls before I stopped working for her, because that was an untidy ending. So I had the foresight to actually download all of these videos. And I was going back over and watching them, and I was like, it was a real reality check. I was like, I'm so a completely different person. The way I go about things is completely different. And I wouldn't be able to support in that way anymore, even if I tried, right? So, I just wanted to share that life changes, and we all change and we grow. And it was such a nice way to be able to go to step out of that mindset of I've done all my best work already, to that was me in Trust Your Intuition, doing Trust Your Intuition work for something like somebody else's stuff in the way that suits their way of teaching. And this is me now. This is me, Tamara, at Align to Divine, um, supporting people, teaching everything that's in alignment with myself, not Trust Your Intuition. So, um, yeah, yay, I know, right? It's been a big lesson, that one. Big lesson. Hi, Val. So the one thing that I really do take away from that is that um, our mentors are human as well, and they are no more or no less than who you are. Maybe just a little bit further along on their journey. Um, but I think because I idolized Hannah for a long time, like full rose-colored glasses, and in a period of working together, I realized that the her person that I thought she was and how she showed up in the world behind the scenes was completely different. So that was very enlightening. That was very enlightening for me. And a big lesson for me in putting people on a pedestal, um, and and not wanting to be that kind of mentor for people either. Like, you guys I'm the same as you, right? And my life and my journey and my issues and all of that stuff are real as well. And it's that process of um, moving through that. I'm just a step or two ahead, right? We're always just a couple. I'm just a couple of steps ahead, right? Um, so I am no more or no less than you. If anything, we're a reflection of each other, right? That's why you've been called here. So that was my lesson from that, was that see things as they are, not as you want them to be, and putting people on a pedestal. It doesn't work. It's not healthy. Um, yeah. I mean, you can desire to you can work towards setting goals towards being like that, but not, yeah. Anyway, all right. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening. I might go a little bit over today because I wasn't expecting to talk for so long. All right, Bianca, we are using Light in the Darkness oracles today. See, you're my inspiration, Val. See? As long as you keep showing up, that's all I've done, is I've just kept showing up for myself, kept showing up for the people that I love. An unsatiable desire to understand and to grow and to learn and to be more, and to to just be a good human and to be able to contribute to the world, and to shine my light out into the world, and um, hopefully be able to reflect other people's light back to them as well. Thanks, Lisa. And it's hard because I'm really grateful. I am really grateful because I learnt so much. I did learn so much from her, both good and bad. And it was really the starting off point for me for my healing journey. So yeah, yeah. Like when I really started diving in to do the work, she gave me the frame by frame guide book on how to do that, right? Which is what I needed. Um, so I certainly learnt a lot, and I'm really grateful that I was able to have that experience. So okay, Bianca, slay self-doubt. Oh, oops. Oh, that's two. What have we got here? Nurture, mind, body, spirit. And, oh, a poisoned arrow. I'm going to have a look at that card, I think. And on the bottom we've got live your magic. Slay self-doubt. Just want to have a look at this poisoned arrow card. Holding on to a grudge is more damaging for you than the person it's aimed at. For your own sake, it's time to release your bitterness over the past or present so you can start to heal and move forward with the lightness and joy. Okay. So I don't know if you have someone in your life that plants those seeds of self-doubt. So it feels like you're like, yes, this is who I am, this is what I want to be, and this is what I show up and how I want to show up in the world, and this is what I understand, and full acceptance of self. And then you step back into an environment that doesn't see you for you; they see you as they want you to be, and that's how they approach you. And it plants that seed. It plants that seed of self-doubt for you. So it can go one of two ways. You can choose to remove yourself from that environment. Put a nice strong boundary into place, and choose to not step into that often, yeah. Or you can put those boundaries into place within yourself that says, regardless of what happens today and regardless of what is said, this is who I am, this is what I'm going to do, this is how I show up in the world. That person's opinion is a reflection of themselves, that's not a reflection of me. And then clear your energy, move on. Yeah. Don't sit in that self-doubt. Don't start the questioning. Don't allow that spiral to happen. So whatever way feels right for you, even if you do need to separate yourself for a period of time until you can put that other into place, to be able to go, okay, that is what it is. Again, a reflection of how things used to be, but this is how I'm choosing to show up now, right? Live your magic. I also want to the nurture your mind, body, and spirit. So this really is about protecting your own peace. It really is about putting those boundaries into place and nurturing yourself first, so that those poison arrows that can't hit you, right? So your energy comes first. Preserving, no, that's not even the right word. Making sure that your energy is your main priority, right? So if something feels wrong, don't put yourself into it. If you are in a situation where your energy is drained, remove yourself from that situation. If you are burning the candle from both ends, delegate whatever you have to do in order to protect your peace, to protect your energy, because it's not, and it's not even, how you sleep, but you wake up tired. You sleep and you still don't have energy, right? That's not because you're not getting enough sleep. It's not because you're not getting enough rest. It's also a nervous system response. So if you want to do the breath work with me on Mondays, then I highly recommend that you do that. But that's just a small part of it. It's saying no instead of saying yes and then regretting it later. It's always asking yourself, is this something that I want to do? Does this feel right for me? You are a Scorpio moon. You are a Scorpio moon. So you feel your way through the world. Trust those feelings, right? Trust your feelings. You feel the way through the world. And your energy is depleted when you go against what you're feeling. So nurturing mind, body, and spirit. I also wonder if there is something with your physical health that needs a tweak, as well. Yeah, I don't have any more on that. But I think you know what I'm talking about, okay? there is something with your physical health that needs a tweak or an adjustment, or you to focus on something specific, that will help with your energy as well. Not just your energy, but your clear thought and just how you feel. All right. Live your magic. Thank you so much, beautiful Bianca. As always, thank you so much for being here, allowing me to read for you. Now, Val, thank you so much for your beautiful, kind donation. I am going to read for you next. If anyone else would like to make a donation and get bumped to the top of the list, the link is in the comment section. The link is pinned in the comment section here, or it's in the description of the live stream. Okay, Val. Interesting. I don't think I've ever used these on a live stream before. Soul Mirror. Okay, the first thing, Val, is inviting more joy into your world. So, and doing things that make you laugh, and allowing yourself to be fully present in the joy as well. I mean, excuse me, I can see you like swinging on a swing, or doing cartwheels, or I don't know, something along those lines, dancing, right? Something that it's not just about having a laugh, it's feeling the joy of the moment, feeling the joy of the movement, feeling just the joy of being present with yourself and in your body. All right, what card have we got? Because, I mean, we go on this healing journey and we're like, what's next, what's next, what's next? And we forget that there is so much joy in the world. I sing in the shops too. Just I sing in the shops too. All right. Oh, it's the cycle card. It says regressed, evolved. And on the bottom, we have learning. That says rejected, accepting. You know, I think acceptance is such a key part of the process. It's like accepting who we are, accepting where we're at, accepting the life that we've been given and the life that we've lived, accepting when things go right, accepting when things don't go right. All right. Hi, Rose. Embrace this new cycle with gratitude and openness, and it will reveal fresh perspectives and unexpected solutions. Allow yourself to evolve and be curious. Trust that this process will bring you a great amount of wisdom. You are heading into a new cycle that requires your attention and care. Things won't be as they appear on the surface or at first glance. Like the moon's phases, this process will evolve and shift over time, revealing new information. Okay, so the first thing I want you to do over the weekend, Val, is where did I put that? I might put this out on my socials over the weekend, actually. What do I actually want? That is my journal prompt for tomorrow. What is it that I actually want? All right? And I want you to ask yourself the same thing. Sit down with your journal. What is it that I actually want? What am I creating for myself? It's that age-old journaling prompt. If I had no responsibilities, and even then, it's getting a vision of the life that you are creating for yourself, what you're actually working for, and then seeing yourself as that person already living that life, as that person, and knowing and feeling into what it feels like to be that person living that life that you so desire. Yeah. And that'll be something that you can come back to over the next for the rest of the year. I want to say, I was going to say over the next few months, but it feels like it's for the rest of the year. You can keep coming back to and adjusting, and and being able to have that vision of what it is that you want. So it doesn't just feel like you're trudging through the mud just to feel good and just to heal. Like you are doing this work. You're doing this work for a specific reason. And this is the life that I want, and this is what I want to be doing with myself, and this is what I'm calling in from the universe. And it also gives our spirit guides an opportunity to go, right, this is what we're focusing on. This is the direction that we're going in. All right, a clear direction. And that also creates space for things to come in, for abundance to come in, for new people to come in, because you are aligning yourself with the version of yourself that you're creating and the life that you are creating. So, within this new cycle, get clear now, reasonably clear, because we have opportunity to grow and expand and change. But if you know what it is that you're working towards, I feel like that's going to be really important for you going forward. The cat totem represents intelligence, protection, independence, agility, and curiosity. Be curious in your learning and agile in your transitions. Open yourself to evolution and reap the rewards of an advanced way of being. Through this cycle, a great amount of wisdom will come to you, along with pleasant, unexpected solutions. It's like knowing your why, right? It's like knowing your why. Why am I doing this? What am I doing it for? And the why is like, so for me, yeah, and that flatness is not going to go away without giving yourself the opportunity to expand, right? Let's see what this card here says. Welcome to your journey of growth and self-discovery. You are here on earth to learn through the unique path to soul evolution that this physical realm offers. The lessons that come your way are opportunities to accelerate your soul's growth. Embrace them with open arms, as they are a precious gift from the universe. Okay, so the other thing I want to say is, I don't know how old you are, and I believe that you are older than I am. But this is, if you don't follow Gary Vee, I highly recommend that you follow him. He is very straight to the line, which I love. Um, so what I'm coming to get my head around is that I I'm 47. I'm only 47, honestly. And, you know, there's no guarantees of how long we're going to be here for. But if you're looking at the bigger picture, I've got another 40 odd years to go, right? If all goes well, I've got another 40 years to go. That's a shit ton of time. That's a lot of time. That's a lot of time. I am not old. I am not. There is still so much time left, and I want to say that to you, Val. Like you might be you're 59, right? But there is still so much more time. What if you got another 30 years, right? It's 30. That's 3 decades. Insane. That's an insane amount of time. You can live 3 lifetimes in that amount of time, right? So, who you have been for the last 60 years has just been a trial, right? And to get to now, and now you get to do whatever the fuck you want. Whatever you want. Because you've still got another 30 years, right? You've got decades. You've got decades. You don't need to be winding down yet, right? So what you are working towards now is what you're going to be creating in the next 30 years. 30 years, right? And in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what happened before. Like we can't live in that, in all the things that happened before. Because all we really have is now and the prospect of another 30, 40, 50, 60 years, however, depending on how old you are, right? Time is not an issue because there is always, there's so much more time, regardless of whether you're 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, right? So, if up until in the 59 years, Val, you haven't been able to do what you want to do, you haven't been able to live the way that you want to live, it starts now. And you get to choose right now to live as you want to for the next 30 years. Yeah? And if you don't follow Gary Vee, I highly suggest that you do. He's very influential for me at the moment. That and I've said this before, I'm sure. There are 8 billion people in the world. There are 8 billion people in the world. So, in the grand scheme of things, we are a speck. We're a speck, right? And all the other speck around us are too worried about being their own speck. They're too worried about their own speck, right? They're not worried about what we're doing. They're not worried about us. I've just got Horton Hears a Who in my head, for some reason. Great movie. If you haven't ever watched it, definitely recommend it. So we are so worried about what other people think, and we're so worried about making an idiot of ourselves, and all of those things. But no one really cares. Everyone's kind of absorbed in their own stuff, and the people that do care are the ones that are too afraid to be absorbed in their own stuff, or they're rejecting their own stuff and putting it onto you. But there are 7 billion. I'm not even gonna. There are 8 billion other people in the world that you can choose from, right? That you can surround yourself with. We're not stuck with the people that are in our immediate forever, right? You have billions of people to choose from. So in the grand scheme of things, we've got all of this time, and we've got all of this space to be whoever the hell we want, because we're a speck. We're a speck in a whole bowl full of specks of dust particles, right? Um, so limitless. Unchain yourself and be limitless. I don't know why I got that deck out. I just don't want them. I just want to pull one more card for you. I'm not sure. Not sure which one. Hang on. Oh, I got halfway through tidying my desk today. Yeah, stop. It's time to stop, and this is for everyone. It's time to stop restricting ourselves because of the belief of the bubble that we're in, right? Blow, make your bubble bigger, right? And do it anyway. Do it anyway. Oh, I don't know if this is the right day. Oh, we got stargazing. When you gaze at the stars, when you gaze at the stars, you give yourself fairy focus. Your intuition will flow more freely and reveal what you need to know about your situation. And we've got journey on the bottom. It's time to prepare for a journey. It may be impromptu or planned. Either way, make sure you are ready when the time comes. Pack your passport now. This is your soul's, the next part of your journey. This is the next part of your soul's journey, and it is without limits. Yeah, limitless, like the stars in the sky. And when you are feeling flat or constricted, look at the stars and know that you are one star in a billion, in 8 billion. Yeah, and you can shine however bright you want. Yeah. Whew. All right. Thank you, beautiful Val. Thank you so very much for your beautiful, kind, wonderful donation, and for being here. All right, Jeanette. Okay, Jeanette. So the song, this is a song in my head right now, and it is, I want to break free. That might be because my son's favourite artist is Queen. So I've been hearing it a lot. But I want to break free. So I don't know whether you want to listen to that. Listen to that and see whether there is anything within that for you that resonates. But the breaking free. Okay. Mermaids for you tonight. Hey, Amanda. Bring on daylight savings. Aren't we still... We're still months away. I'm sure we've only just gone out of daylight savings. Well, you guys, anyway. Okay, Jeanette. Breaking free. Remove the ties that bind. Okay, so it's like you're holding on. You're holding on really, really tight. And all you need to do is let go. And yeah, okay. That's a visual. That's the visual that I have. It's the like the rope's broken, the chains have broken, but you're still holding onto the other end of the chain really tightly and afraid to let it go. Amanda says, we're halfway through winter, wishful thinking. I'm so moving north until, oh, put this cold. I have to say, excuse me, it's been pretty cold here in Queensland too. I know it's not as cold as you guys, but it's been pretty cold. Pretty cold. I mean, like 10 degrees overnight, so it's cold for us Queenslanders. Okay. That song. Go and listen to it after you've jumped off of here, Jeanette. All right, endurance. You have the endurance card. It says keep going. Keep going. The rewards far outweigh the struggle through. So the rewards on the other side far outweigh whatever struggles you may encounter on your way through. Oh, we've got the dreams card. Vivid dreaming, dream messages, dream teaching. So I don't know whether you need to sleep with a journal next to your bed. We have timeout. All right. Awareness, contemplation, solitude, time alone. All right. So on the bottom we've got Yimaya. Oh my goodness. Grandmother Ocean. Primordial. I don't know what that means. Something that exists from the very beginning of time, or that represents the fundamental original foundation of something. Interesting. Okay. So, releasing the chain, letting go. That is what you're working on right now. So keep going. It says it right here, keep going. Two things. No, they're kind of the same thing. Okay. This period of time, I want you to take as much as you can around work and lives, but I want you to take some time every single day that is just yours. Yeah? This awareness, contemplation, solitude, time alone, the answers that you seek are already within you, and Spirit want you to listen. So creating moments of stillness, for yourself, really connecting to yourself in all kinds of ways, because it can be like sitting in stillness for 10 minutes, but also connecting back into you. So, and this is something that we do in the Divine Feminine Reset, actually. Like when you're in the shower, a lot of the time we shower, takes however long, we do what needs to be done, and then we hop out. But one of the really most powerful things that you can do in a time of self-connection is washing every part of yourself, and allowing yourself to feel yourself, and connecting to your skin, and slow movements, and making sure that you are connecting with yourself, with your body, and coming back into yourself. I feel like that will be really powerful for you in this time as well, but especially over the next week. But making it habitual, something that you do daily, or consistently. It's the connecting back into yourself, and allowing your thoughts down on paper. You can purge journal, like just get all your thoughts out, and then ask yourself a question and see where that goes. You've got all this stuff inside of you. You've got all of this stuff inside of you just wanting to come out, but you've got to connect in with yourself. Whether that be with breath work, whether that be with meditation, or just going out and laying on your back lawn for 10 minutes to ground and watch the clouds float over. Like simple things, just taking time. And you can ask yourself, what do I want to do today? And allow your body to guide you to what feels right for you on a day-to-day basis. But that's the most important thing for you in this particular time pocket of your journey is connecting back into self, listening to yourself, and not judging anything that comes out. Yeah. And not having an expectation of what it's going to look like, or what you want to tap into, or anything like that. Just allowing yourself to be. Turn off the podcast, put the phone down, put the book down, turn off the television, get yourself outside if you can. I know it's quite cold down there right now. Yeah. Just finding that time to not create busyness. Keep going. Progress is definitely being made. All right, lovely Lisa, you are up next. What a glorious time for you, Lisa. You have no choice but to get everyone in your life to do everything that you usually do for you. How awesome is that? And that just gives you all of this time for you to be with you. So how are you going to utilize that time? I know you're in pain, and I know that there is healing happening. So making sure that you are utilizing those wonderful Reiki skills, and all of those things to help you along with your healing process. But you have this wonderful opportunity of stillness where you can't be busy. And it's a gift of time. How are you going to utilize it? can imagine that there is going to be some frustration and an expansion on your patience. Yeah. But I want to say laugh it up. Laugh it up. And what I also want you to notice is how well or how everything in your life is going to function around you without you right in the middle of it. I think that that's going to be a very important observation. Well, I want to show you that. Quietening the mind. Rest up. So utilizing the tapping, utilizing the breath work while you have the time and space. I mean, it sounds all good and wonderful, doesn't it? And then you get to the point where your healing has progressed and you're like, where did the time go? That's how it works for me. Make sure that that doesn't happen for you this time around, right? Ooh, the storyteller. Okay. So, what just popped into my head was write a book, right? And so it doesn't have to be a book per se, but perhaps that's the intention that you can have going into it. Have a pen and piece of paper with you. Have a pen and a journal with you, all the time. Write down ideas. Tell stories. Fill up. It doesn't have to be healing. It doesn't have to be journaling per se. It can be you telling the story of the experiences that you've had. Or it could be you telling the story of who you're creating. It could be anything. But that storyteller, right? That's the movement forward for you through this process. Always have a pen and paper or your laptop open in front of you. Now, pen and paper always feels more connected. And start writing stories. A tall tale. What else we got here? Ooh, Earth Magic. These are really pretty cards. Into me, I see. Alright, pen and a journal and a pen, or if you're like me, a wonderful selection of brightly coloured pens. And just writing things down. Just write things down. If you need to purge journal at the beginning of every session, do that, and then write stories. No one has to read it, right? No one has to know what you're writing about. It can be whatever you want. So tapping into, like, do a short little meditation where you center yourself and ask Spirit, what do I write about today? Write for the sake of writing. I think I'm going to do this too, actually. I'm the kind of person that always has a purpose, that always has to have a purpose behind everything. But I like the idea of just writing because I can, without any direction or without any purpose. And that's what I want for you as well. Excuse me. Ugh. So when I burp, that's energy shifting. So we're shifting lots of stuff tonight because it's not usually this burpy. Burps, yawns, tears, even the nasal congestion, all of that is ways of shifting energy out. Okay. I can't wait to see what you come up with, Lisa. I mean, I'm not going to say it. It's for your eyes only, but I'm looking forward to hearing about it. All right, Trudy, are you still here? Actually, if you are still on the live right now and you would like a card, can you put another yes please or a heart or something in the comments so I know who's here, and we'll go from there. Because I'm going to keep reading for a little bit longer because I'm a chatterbox. Amanda, if you've got a chance to go back and have a bit of a listen. I was talking about trust your intuition earlier, so I think that would be something interesting for you to have a listen to. Alright, so if you're here and you haven't had a card yet, haven't had a reading yet, just let me know. Now, Lisa, I give you permission to take some time out for the showdown tomorrow night. As a fellow Crow supporter, I will be knees deep in the football tomorrow. Kylie, you are up next. Let's go. Yay, I'm so glad that you're still here. Sorry, my shoelace come undone and my shoe was loose and it was distracting me. It wasn't right. I did talk a little bit at the beginning, but it was before I read. I think it was after my first reading, so maybe about 30 minutes in, because that's how I roll. I'll go back. Hang on. I might be able to tell you actually. There you go, about 40 minutes. About 40 minutes in. Oh, I'll have a look, Lisa. I was pretty out of it last week. There's a lot of things that fell under my radar that I have to catch up on because I was not it's not great at all. I think I do remember. I've got to come back to it though. I do remember seeing it. All right, Kylie, I am going to read for you next. So, Lisa, you would have been of the era, you would have been of the Tony Modra era, right? He was like the all-star in my youth. Tony Modra, Andrew McLeod, Tyson Edwards. Oh, who was the other dude? Matthew Liptak. All right. Kylie, I'm not going to use those cards for you. What cards are we going to use tonight? Oh, okay. Matthew is now an orthopedic surgeon. That doesn't surprise me, actually. He was very fine. He was a very fine-looking man. Might have had a poster of him on my wall as a teenager. Funny. I wonder if he aged well. Okay, Kylie. Befriend your inner child. What else do we have here? Alright, so this card is about joy as well. It's about doing those little things that ignite that childlike spirit within you. That may seem silly to an adult, but just makes you laugh. Because I feel like you need, more joy, more laughter, more fun in your world at the moment. Interesting. Explore your relationship with your father. All right. Okay, so it's about giving yourself the childlike experiences that you didn't get to have as a child. Yeah. It's about removing those shackles and those restrictions, and just doing some stupid shit. I want you to go out and do some stupid shit. Some silly, fun, outrageous, completely out of your comfort zone and completely out of the box. Discover your divine feminine. So this and this go hand in hand for you. Yeah. Embrace healing perspectives. So it's a reframe. It's a reframe on perspective on how you see the world, because this perspective has, as well as what you do, there's a I want to say a harshness. You've just done work on removing generational trauma. Ancestral Oracle. That's the cards that called off the shelf for you tonight. Interesting. I love that. I love that for you so much. On top of that, I want to say maybe exploring some past life. So with the ancestral stuff, but past life as well. Because it's about softening, right? It's about softening and bringing in it's a lightness back into your world. because everything feels really heavy. But there is more work here. There is definitely more work here. And it's done through inner child. Through the inner child. It's interesting. I find it very interesting that you got the child card, inner child card, and then you've got masculine energy and feminine energy. And what did we have on the bottom? Embrace healing perspectives. This is a glorious card. Yes, I'm heavy at the moment. Just had a healing and it's not feeling right. I feel heavier than before. So it's about nurturing yourself as well, and maybe that's where this inner child, like the joy, bringing the joy in. And I also want to say, allow whatever feelings need to be released as well. Get the sense of a big fat cry, or cry however much you need to, for however long you need to. And I also want to say, maybe seeking out like a Reiki master, or having a Reiki session or something, just to shift any other energy, or to pull out any other energy that might be stagnant. You can meditate and ask Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael to clear any energy that's not yours, or any residual energy that needs to be cleared. But if you can book in for a Reiki or something along those lines, that's an energy healing without it being a process. It was done with your Reiki master. Oh, that's interesting. It's interesting that it's left you feeling heavier than before. I guess when we bring up things that are underneath, it can seem quite heavy. Just be really gentle with yourself over the next few days. Yeah, I'm shifting and evolving. Yes, that's how I just spent the last week sick. So, yeah, I completely understand that. So what's next, I wonder? There is still this bringing in the joy, because that's the shift of perspective that we're looking for as well, to step out of the heaviness and out of the, like, all of the, I want to say despair, that you encounter on a day-to-day basis, yeah, and allowing yourself to do stupid shit, allowing yourself to be crazy and do cartwheels, and whatever ignites that childlike joy from underneath. More study to come. What's next? What are you studying next? And I also want to say, how are you utilizing the study that you've done so far? All right. Because I love that there's more study on the cards for you, but I also want you to take aligned action with everything that you've done so far. Because that's part of the process. That's part of the learning process as well, is making sure that you, even if you don't get it right, you will learn more from working with clients, and trusting yourself than sometimes than than studying something else. And you all, I think my neighbours are arguing again. Upskilling and directing counselling, direction, working to get the foundation launched and looking for a counselling job. Yes, fantastic. Looking for the counselling job. So one thing I want to say to you, this came into my awareness last week before, and I talked about it last time I live streamed. I came across something and it said, what if this was the year where it all just worked out? What if it all just worked? What if it works? What if it all works out? Yeah, and it will. So I want you to challenge yourself a little bit as well. Stepping outside of the comfort zone. Challenge yourself. And so it's about softening. It's about finding more joy. But also challenging yourself. You got lots going on. Wouldn't that be amazing? Yes. And it's completely possible. What if it just works out? So when you start to spiral, when you start overthinking, ask yourself that question. What if it just works out? What if it all just works out? Remember, you're a little grain of sand in 8 billion people. 8 billion grains of sand. You can do, your possibilities are limitless. I want you to do something really ridiculous, and I want you to message me once you've done it and let me know what you did and how it made you feel. Really ridiculous. Cartwheels. I think cartwheels are really ridiculous. But they're fun. I think life is always working in your favour, Kylie, regardless of the experiences. And your experiences just make you a better human. A more complete soul. All right. Thank you so very much. I think that is it for tonight. But thank you, as always, everyone, for being here. Nothing else to say. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you on Monday for breathwork. If you are called to do that, I would love to have you join me, and I will have a wonderful weekend. I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend, and I will see you all again really, really soon. Big love to you.